Hollow Knight charms. Hollow Knight charms are something that are very crucial to the game. They can help you get more iframes, or they can help you slash quicker, or they can just be trash entirely. There are multiple different charm builds in the game, and they can all be used in different ways. In this video, I'm going to be ranking different charm builds along with how you can use them. The goal of this video is to share my opinion about what I think about Hollow Knight charms. I honestly think that they're great or absolutely terrible. Don't get mad, this is just my own opinion. You can have different, I'm not telling you that you can't. So yeah, enjoy the video. Boulder Shell. Boulder Shell can be like really useful if you're early game or like trying to do a heal build, but honestly, this isn't necessarily one of my favorite charms. So we're gonna put it at B for now. Carefree Melody. I didn't even know how to get Carefree Melody for a long time, and honestly, just the RNG chance of not getting hit is pretty good. But the fact that the first time that I ever used it, it took 7 hits for me to be able to block 1. I just really don't like that RNG, so I'm gonna put it at C tier because there are definitely worse charms on here. Dash Master. Y'all remember when I said there would be worse charms on here? Dash Master really isn't that bad, like if you use it correctly, of course, but when you're a new player or you're just trying to use it blindly, it's really not that good, so we're gonna put it below Carefree Melody. Next up, we have Deep Focus. Honestly, Deep Focus really isn't that bad of a charm. It might take a little bit longer for you to be able to heal, but it does give you double the amount. But if you do pair it with Quick Focus, it honestly turns into an amazing charm. So we're gonna put this above Boulder Shell at B. Defender's Crest. I'm kidding. So, Defender's Crest, it has some pretty good charm synergies, but also has some terrible charm synergies. Like, for example, let me rephrase that. Defender's Crest does not have charm synergies. It has a charm synergy with, where is it? Fluke Nest. It has some pretty good charm synergies with Fluke. The charm synergy that it has with Fluke Nest is absolutely bonzos. And Gathering Swarm. Gathering Swarm is just an entirely bad charm in general. So, but to be fair, Defender's Crest does give you a discard at Leg Eater. So we're gonna put this below at C tier, below Dash Master. Dream Shield. I really don't like Dream Shield. Dream Shield is honestly just also entirely RNG based, pretty similar to Carefree Melody. It has to be in the exact perfect way, and it does more harm when you're trying to purposefully hit something or avoid something with Dream Shield than it is to just regularly be able to use the nail. So this is our first D tier. Next up is Dream Wielder. Honestly, Dream Wielder isn't even that bad. Dream Wielder, I'd personally say Dream Wielder allows you to use your Dream Nail quicker, and it also gives you a higher chance of getting some essence whenever you kill an enemy regularly. It's usually, if I'm correct, 1 in 300, but with Dream Wielder, that turns into 1 in 200 for whenever you kill an enemy, you get 1 essence. And it's only 1 charm notch. Honestly, that might be our first A, because honestly, it's just a great charm. Now, Fluke Nest. As we said before, it has some absolutely terrible charm synergies with the Defender's Crest. However, it also is a pretty good charm for like speedrunning and stuff, but it did get nerfed. This would be our first S tier, but I'm gonna say that we're going to have to put this below Deep Focus at, I'd say, B tier. Fragile Greed. If I'm being 100% honest, Fragile Greed isn't even really that bad of a charm. I actually use this to help me get Unbreakable Strength, and it can also help you get more geo if you're like trying to buy something or just do whatever. So honestly, I'm gonna put this in B tier above Boulder Shell. Fragile Heart is next. This used to be one of my favorite charms before I got Unbreakable Heart. Honestly, I'm not even gonna try and discuss this. High B. Fragile Strength, that's an amazing charm too. Obviously, all of the fragile charms can get broken if you even get hit once. So I'm gonna put it in A behind Dream Wielder. I'm also gonna move Fragile Greed down to C tier above Carefree Melody. Fury of the Fallen. This is a great charm. Fury of the Fallen, whenever it gets you on 1 health, you do 2.5 times more damage, which if you have the best nail is like is 52.5 damage. And honestly, that's amazing. I'm gonna put Fury of the Fallen above Fragile Strength. Gathering Swarm, I'm gonna say that Gathering Swarm is pretty similar to Fragile Greed. It also did help me get Unbreakable Strength. I'm gonna put it right below Fragile Greed. I'm not even gonna talk about this one. Now, Grimchild, I don't really like this charm. My reason being is, I tried to do White Palace with this on my first playthrough. I'm gonna put this High C. Grubberfly's Elegy. I really like this charm. It actually helped me complete the flower quest, which I genuinely hated because it helped me get enemies from a distance. So I'm gonna put this High B because it's not as good as these charms. Grub Song, honestly, the first playthrough that I did where I banished the Grim Troop, I forgot to get Unbreakable Strength. So Grub Song actually became a part of my charm build. So I'm actually gonna put this right below Deep Focus in B tier because it's an amazing charm. Heavy Blow. It's terrible. I mean, come on, there's literally like a 20-minute video explaining why Heavy Blow is one of the worst charms. Credits to that person. So, I'm just gonna put this in D tier, above Glowing Gloom, I'd say, just because it doesn't get rid of your soul. Hive Blood. Hive Blood is actually a pretty good charm if you use it correctly. It really helps people get through White Palace and Path of Pain in the same way that it helped me. So, I'm personally going to say Hive Blood is going in lowest B tier right behind Boulder Shell. Joni's Blessing, I don't really like this charm. Joni's Blessing gets rid of your ability to heal and only gives you a couple more masks. I'm personally going to say that I'm gonna put this right above, no, I'm gonna put this below Defender's Crest in C tier, just because it gets rid of your ability to heal, and it only gives you a couple more masks. However, I would put it in D tier, but it helps you get through the door in the Abyss, so. King Soul, C, right above Defender's Crest. My reason being is, it's not that good of a charm. You need this to be able to get to Void Heart, which is going to help you get to the true ending, so that's why I'm putting it in C, right above Defender's Crest and Joni's Blessing. Lifeblood Core. It gives you 4 extra masks of Lifeblood masks, and honestly, it would be like hella useful if you're trying to do some Pantheons with the mask binding, so honestly, and it also did really help me. What am I saying? Yeah, Lifeblood Core helped me get to Lifeblood Core, guys. That makes so much sense. And Lifeblood Core gives you just a lot more health, which could be like very useful in bosses and Pantheons. So I'm gonna put it B above Fluke Nest. Lifeblood Heart, pretty similar. It only gives you 2 masks of extra damage, so I'm gonna put this High C above Gripchild. Long Nail is a very good charm. It slightly increases the range of your nail, but it's not too good, so I'm gonna put this High B below Grubberflies. Mark of Pride, easily our first S tier. It greatly increases the range of your nail and is actually a part of my main build. Now, Nail Master's Glory, I can see how this can be useful, but I personally have not used it that much, so I'm personally going to put it mid B below Grub Song. Up next is Quick Focus. I'm gonna put this right below Deep Focus because this doesn't necessarily make a synergy, but it makes an amazing combo where you only have to heal for the exact amount of time, but you still heal double the health. So it's honestly an amazing charm build. So I'm gonna put this mid to high B. Quick Slash, high A, easily. This is also a part of my main charm build, and it's also one of the best charms for a nail build. So high A, easily. Shaman Stone, yet again, high A. Now we're getting all the good charm. Actually, no, S tier. Not only is Shaman Stone an early game charm, and it's amazing, but a lot of pros use it in their Pantheon runs to get world records, so it's honestly an amazing charm overall. Easily S tier. Shape of Un. I personally have a new Shape of Un, but it's a funny animation, and it allows you to focus while healing. My guy. It allows you to move while focusing, so I'm gonna put it below Quick Focus, I'd say. Now, Sharp Shadow is actually a pretty good charm, but it's not that good. When you Shadow Dash, it allows you to do damage, and it allows you to Shadow Dash further, but since it's not for all dashes, I'm gonna put it above Dash Master. Actually, no, above Gathering Swarm. Now, Soul Catcher, it's a rather good charm. It's an early game charm, and it can also be helpful along with Shaman Stone in early game. So I'm gonna put it A above Fragile Strength. Soul Eater, easily high A as well. Right below Quick Slash, because if I were ever to use a spell build, this would easily be a part of it. So we're gonna put it at high A for now. Spell Twister. This is honestly also an amazing charm, but it's not nearly as good as the charms that we just went over. So I'm gonna put it high B. I'm gonna put it above Fragile Heart. Spore Shroom, it has a pretty good synergy with Defender's Crest, and the said synergy did kind of help me beat Lost Kid because I was doing it like hella early game for whatever reason. Right there at Defender's Crest, like with Defender's Crest right above it. Spirit Master. Now, Spirit Master and Dash Master have a very good synergy. I'm gonna put Spirit Master above Grimchild at high C because it actually is pretty good for movement, but there are some pretty bad uses with it. I have never used Cellwart Shell once in my life. I have no idea if it's good, but I have seen videos where it gives people more iframes, so it's honestly a very good charm. So I'm gonna put it mid B. Steady Body is also a pretty good nail build, so I'm gonna put it right in between Grubber Fly's Elegy and Long Nail, just because a lot of pros use it once again, and it's also a pretty good charm overall. Thorns of Agony, this is gonna actually be our new lowest C tier, because you have to get hate in order for it to happen, and it's really not even that good either. So Unbreakable Greed, now we're getting to the really good charms, the better versions of all these charms. We're gonna put Unbreakable Greed. Unbreakable Greed isn't too good, so we're still only gonna put it highest C. Unbreakable Heart, however, if you're trying to survive as many hits as possible, or if you're like really not that good at the game and you get hit a lot, Unbreakable Heart is like very good. So I'm gonna put this high A, still below Soul Eater. No question, Unbreakable Strength is going in S tier. However, this is easily one of the best charms in the game, solely because it highly raises your nail strength. This, along with Fury of the Fallen, wherever you are, is an amazing charm build. No difficulty, easy. Void Heart, we're gonna put Void Heart at the highest S tier, only because it allows you to get the true ending, and along with the God Home ending, and God Home in general. Alright, we're nearing the end of this video, so we're gonna put Wayward Compass at low C tier, because Wayward Compass actually is a pretty good early game charm. Once you get better and you begin memorizing the map, it just becomes slowly more useless. So we're actually gonna put this a little bit above King Soul. Now, Weaver Song. Weaver Song is a relatively good charm if you use it correctly, and depending on where you use it. Similar to any other summoning charm, like Glowing Womb or Grimchild, it's going to absolutely kill you in Fog Canyon, as it did. I don't want to talk about that, so we're just going to put this right next to Grimchild, right above Grimchild at C tier. This is the final tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I got this idea from this dude on screen, and also shout out to the other guy that I mentioned, which showed why Heavy Blow was a terrible charm. I'll put his video on screen once again. Shout out to both of those guys. Don't copyright strike me, please. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.